fear and anxiety two emotions that every human being, no matter how strong or successful, experiences. Whether it's the fear of failure, the sting of rejection, or the constant pressure of daily responsibilities, these feelings can silently take hold of our lives. But what if you could change the way you respond to fear? What if anxiety didn't control you, but instead became a stepping stone to inner strength? In today's video, we'll uncover 5 timeless Stoic principles that can help you not just cope with fear and anxiety, but rise above them. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotion, it's about mastering it. It's about stepping into every challenge with calm, rationality, and inner peace. So let's dive into these tools and see how they can help you lead a more grounded, resilient, and empowered life. Chapter 1. Accept what you cannot control. The first and most vital step in overcoming fear and anxiety is acceptances, specifically, accepting what lies beyond your control. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that much of our suffering stems from trying to control the uncontrollable. We stress over other people's actions, unpredictable events, or the outcomes of situations that haven't even happened yet. But the truth is, your power lies in how you respond, not in what happens. Instead of pouring your energy into things you can't change, focus inward. You have full control over your thoughts, actions, and choices. Next time anxiety begins to build, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. Release it. Worrying won't rewrite the outcome, but your attitude will. By shifting your focus to what's within your reach, you'll feel lighter, clearer, and more capable of navigating life's storms. Chapter 2. View challenges as opportunities. To the Stoics, a challenge isn't a roadblock, it's a gift. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that obstacles are an essential part of the human experience. Every trial we face is a chance to sharpen our minds, grow our character, and deepen our strength. When fear and anxiety creep in, it's easy to fall into the trap of avoidance. But what if you viewed every challenge as an opportunity to evolve? Start seeing fear as a training ground. Every difficult situation is preparing you for something greater. Instead of fixating on the possibility of failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? The more you face discomfort head-on, the stronger you become. Over time, anxiety turns into determination, and fear becomes your ally, not your enemy. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when we lean into the struggle and come out the other side stronger. Chapter 3. Practice negative visualization. Here's a Stoic practice that might feel counterintuitive at first. Negative visualization. This involves purposefully imagining the worst-case scenario. Why? Because by confronting fear mentally, we take away its power over us. Let's say you're worried about giving a big presentation. Instead of avoiding the thought, go there. Visualize yourself stumbling through it, forgetting key points, or facing criticism. Now pause and realize, even in that scenario, you're still standing, you're still learning, and you'll do better next time. This mental rehearsal doesn't make the worst happen, it prepares you emotionally in case it does. It's not about pessimism, but preparedness. Once you've faced the fear in your mind, it becomes less intimidating in real life. Chapter 4. Understand the dichotomy of control. One of Stoicism's most profound teachings is the dichotomy of control, the clear distinction between what we can and cannot influence. So much of our anxiety comes from failing to recognize this. For example, you might obsess over how someone perceives you, or whether you'll land a dream job, but these are outcomes, things you don't fully control. What you can control is your preparation, your integrity, your effort. Once you learn to separate the external from the internal, anxiety begins to loosen its grip. You begin to live with a sense of clarity and peace, no longer burdened by things outside your control. Focus your energy where it matters most in your actions, your mindset, and your choices. Let go of the rest. This is the Stoic path to true emotional freedom. Chapter 5. Strengthen your inner dialogue. Your inner voice is the most powerful influence on your mental state. The final Stoic tool is cultivating a rational, encouraging inner dialogue. Marcus Aurelius used his personal writingshus meditationes, a way to reason with himself, to stay anchored in clarity. When anxiety hits, that inner voice can spiral into negativity. I can't do this. I'll fail. But Stoicism teaches us to respond to fear with reason and perspective. Tell yourself, I've faced worse before. This is temporary. I have the strength to endure. Replace fear-based thoughts with reasoned affirmations. Speak to yourself as a wise friend would. With time and repetition, your inner dialogue becomes your strongest ally. You'll stop feeding fear and start reinforcing your resilience. The mind can either be a battlegrounder, a sanctuary. The choice is yours. Chapter 6. Live in the present moment. Fear and anxiety often stem from living anywhere but the present. We fear the future, what might happen. We replay the past, what did happen. But Stoicism teaches us to anchor ourselves in the now, because the present is the only moment truly within our grasp. Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." When we constantly project our fears forward or drag regrets from behind, we lose our ability to act wisely in the moment. So how do we stay present? Begin with awareness. Notice when your thoughts drift toward future worries or past mistakes. Gently bring your attention back to your breath, your current task, the sensations around you. Ask yourself, what is within my power right now? That's where your attention should be. The more you cultivate presence, the more anxiety loses its grip. The now becomes a place of action, clarity, and peace, not fear. Chapter 7. Align your actions with your values. One of the greatest sources of inner peace is living in alignment with your core values. According to the Stoics, anxiety often arises not just from external chaos, but from internal conflict. When your actions don't match your values, you feel unsteady, uncertain, and out of sync. Epictetus emphasized that a virtuous life one lived with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline leads to tranquility. When your choices reflect your principles, there's no room for regret or second-guessing. Next time fear tries to dictate your actions, pause and ask yourself, what would the best version of me do right now? Even a small act of integrity in the face of fear strengthens your character and diminishes anxiety. When your life is guided by virtue rather than fear, you become unshakable. Your self-respect grows. Your decisions become clear. And your emotional state becomes grounded in something deeper than circumstance, your values. Closing thoughts. Stoicism doesn't promise a life without fear or anxiety. What it offers is a way to transform those emotions into strength. These 5 Stoic principles, accepting what you can't control, viewing challenges as growth, visualizing adversity, understanding the dichotomy of control, and mastering your inner voice are practical tools to help you meet life with resilience. Remember, fear and anxiety are part of being human, but they don't have to control you. With awareness and practice, you can cultivate the emotional strength to move through life with confidence, calm, and clarity. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment sharing your experience with Stoic practices. Have any of these principles helped you personally? I'd love to hear your story. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical Stoic wisdom and tools to live a more grounded, fulfilling life. And if you're ready to go deeper, check out our other videos exploring ancient philosophy for modern challenges. Thanks for watching. Stay grounded, stay resilient, and remember, you are stronger than your fear.